The Environmental Protection Agency requires that construction sites use measures to capture build-related chemicals and reduce sediment released into rivers and streams. This sediment can impact water quality and lead to an increased risk of flooding. Working with the Texas A&M Transportation Institute, the Texas Department of Transportation researched sediment control devices to determine their effectiveness and evaluate a testing protocol for best practices to be used on construction sites.
For years, TxDOT had evaluated slope protection and channel protection type products, but sediment control products for many years were just produced and marketed based on manufacturer claims. But TxDOT saw the need to put some science and testing behind these products, and that's what drove the need for testing.
When we have to do roadway widening, regrading, all of that kind of stuff, that loose sediment can be picked up by wind. It can also be picked up by water. And when it ends up in the water in unnatural quantities, it's considered a pollutant. TxDOT construction projects are required to implement stormwater management practices to meet state and federal regulations. So we wanted to really develop a scientifically measured list of devices so people can make better choices when designing the controls for the project.
For this project, we designed a test protocol is the first thing, and then we looked at a lot of different products that manufacturers sent us, and the idea was to design a test method that could be used, for many years, that would monitor the effectiveness mainly of removing sediment, but also of, slowing down the velocity of water as well. A lot of the test systems that have been designed in the lab before, there's never been a full-scale system that's been designed. And this one, it was a lot more natural because it recreates, natural water flow, natural runoff, natural sediment, that you've got that is occurring in the real world.
TTI built that testing facility, and so now there is a place where we can go and get these measures tested. That didn't exist before, so that was a great outcome of the project. And through that process of the research, they established the testing protocols that we can now use moving forward to collect more data and build up, the library of devices that we have.
Out here having the runways, with it being an old Army Air Base, that gave us a real natural surface for runoff. And so what we were able to do is go toward the end of one of these runways and design basically curb cuts, drop inlets, where water would flow off of the runway into these devices. And so it was a real natural setting here at the Rullis campus. Well, this research just goes right along with the research we've done for 30 years with, slope protection, erosion control products, and channel protection. This is just the next step for, products that are designed to remove sediment from water after it's already flowing. And for years, we've tried to hold soil in place with different products that we've tested. And now the next step is just to take water that already has suspended solids and soil and all sorts of different contaminants in it and filter and remove those contaminants. And it's the next step in the process for TxDOT as well.
One thing that we need now is just to continue testing more devices. The ones that were tested as part of this research was just the beginning, so we need to collect more data so that we can get a better sample size. And then from there, we'll start to figure out how we can incorporate that data into our day-to-day practices.
For more information and to find the publication for this project, please visit the TxDOT Research Library at the link shown below.